You must be very careful and mindful with what you tell yourself, because no one is more convincing to you than yourself. Most of the times we use our own thoughts to abuse ourselves. We tell ourselves that we are not good enough. We tell ourselves that things are not going to get better for us. We convince ourselves that we are always one step short. We convince ourselves that good things are not for us. We convince ourselves that we cannot grow out of the situation that we may be facing. And this is because it's hard to confront ourselves, so we'd rather find a way to make an excuse rather than to tell ourselves the truth and face our fears. The inner conversations that we have every single day are the most important conversations that we'll ever have in life, because everything that you are doing is not outside of who you are, and who better to shape your life than yourself. And all this shaping comes from the inner conversations that you have with yourself. It's time for you to start changing those conversations. It's time for you to start having conversations that are reassuring. It's time for you to start having conversations that are positive. Think about things that are going to make you want to get up and work on yourself. Think about things that are going to make you to want to do the right things. Continue to reassure yourself that you are better and that you are not your mistakes. We most often get into a position where we remain stuck, feeling like life is fighting us, all because we've made a few mistakes and we cannot see ourselves above those mistakes. Your mistakes do not define you. They instead tell you that you are trying, and they tell you that probably the plans that you have in place are not good enough to get you to where you want to be. So instead of finding ways to convince yourself that you have to remain in this place, change the conversation and start telling yourself that you are not limited by this and that you can offer more. Always use those inner conversations to reassure yourself. Think of positive thoughts. Think of things that will get you up and make you do the work. And once you start doing that, you can start seeing yourself moving on to become a better person, a better version of yourself. You can start rising to a higher version of yourself. You can start seeing yourself making better decisions. You can start seeing yourself moving with alignment. So I just want to encourage you that no matter how bleak things may look for you, no matter how terrible the situation may seem, always have a positive conversation in your mind. Tell yourself that this is just happening within this moment, and in the very next moment, things are going to change. Life is all about moments, and we use our moments to depress ourselves. We use our moments to think and concentrate on things that do not even help us get to where we want to be. So no matter what is going on in your life, always change the conversation. Always know that you are greater than every problem that you are facing. Because if the problem was greater than you, you will probably be dead. And the fact that you are still living, the fact that you are still breathing, it means you have another chance to make things right.